What's up, guys? I am with Zoe FPV and Miss Creature.
So I'd love if you guys kind of showed me how to do something like, I don't know, wall slide, wall bonks.
That's a really skateboard-esque type move because you're actually making like contact with your obstacle. There's a lot of stuff that we do is like shooting gaps, but when you actually start trying to like do contact tricks, that's where things get like pretty different.
And the wall bonk's a good trick to learn. It shows you a bit of throttle control and knowing how to give momentum to the quadcopter just enough to kind of put it where you want it.
Yeah.
So it's a good trick to learn and gives you a lot of skill on the throttle control.
Teach me throttle control. I need it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's try this.
So you have a bottom mount quad, right?
Yeah, so this is my Rotorite Edition Raggy WBX. Bottom mount battery should make this a little more challenging for me because I don't have that flat platform to kind of hit against.
If you go in too hot, then when you hit it, it might kind of like twist on you. So if you do have a top mount battery, that's gonna give you a more flat, even surface. So when you hit it, you're not gonna rock on it as much. So it's gonna be easier if you have a top mount battery.
Versus this, where if I go in right, my prop.
Right, you might hit your props and stuff like that, but I think you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, I think I can do it.
Zoe will prove to you it is possible. Another thing that I do is I actually turn off air mode because that boosts your eye term at low throttle. So this is a low throttle maneuver where you're gonna come into contact with something that can spike your pitch controller. You can do it with air mode on. Okay. So I'll do it both with and without it, but you'll see that this is with air mode off. And then when I turn air mode on, it just got a little bit more jerky. It's pretty subtle, so if you have to do it with air mode on, it's no big deal. But anyways, so I'm gonna turn air mode off to demo this some more. You can think about popping up, rolling right to the 90 degrees, and then actually pitching back. So pop up, roll right, pitch back, and then that's how you're gonna hit the wall. And so practice it in kind of, you know, individual moves, roll, pitch, and then throttle out of it. And then as you get more comfortable, what you'll do is you'll actually be able to mix it so you just kind of in one move do the roll and the pitch together. Once you get into that sideways position, just drop throttle all the way and just let your momentum carry you into the wall.
Great.
And then once you hit the wall, just roll back out of it and add throttle once your thrust is pointing toward the ground again. So just pop up, tap, and then throttle right there. And if you want to start getting tricky with it, you could do like a little bit of a flip out of it. So I'm going to tap it, flip out, and then there's all sorts of other variants. You could also do one where you look up at the ceiling. And then you'll also probably find that one way is more comfortable than the other. Like I've done all of these going right. For some reason, right is just more comfortable. I can do it left, but it just didn't feel quite as natural. So like we were talking about, this is a bottom mount quad, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit more tricky. You're going to have to hit it kind of more square on, because if you're at all at an angle, unlike my quad where it'll push itself to be flat against the wall, yours might tilt. So
yeah, and I gotta make sure I don't do enough force in it to where it's gonna want to hit the wall and
that's the tricky thing is you want to go at it fast enough that you actually make contact with the wall, but not so fast that you really smack it. So it's finding that perfect speed. Nice.
I want wall ride bonk. I had this idea, I'm like, I want to pull off Miss Creature's idea.
I would have loved you forever.
I'm gonna go back. I don't want to do it towards us.
That was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet, dude.
Well done.
I love that.
I love that thing.
Cool. That was sick.
You ready to try yours?
No.
You got this.
Yes, I am.
Come on.
Come up and practice it out here a little bit until you get comfortable with that motion of mostly up, but it's like a slight angle to the left in this case, so it gives you momentum towards the wall. So you're carried towards the wall, and as you're getting carried towards the wall, you cut throttle and let it carry you into the wall, and you just barely tap it, and then that's when you can come out of it. Once you feel comfortable with the momentum and how you carry that momentum with the quadcopter, then you want to carry out the air.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she's gonna get this.
Yeah, just kind of surfing the walls like that gives you a good kind of idea of like what it's gonna look like. And then just carry a little bit more speed when you go into it.
Well, that was an attempt.
It was an attempt.
A little bit too much speed.
So remember, the throttle burst, you're really just gonna go, it's a really strong burst and then just killing it. Probably want to really only burst probably to that much. Like a nice little...
Okay.
Oh yeah, you don't need to go
the
full
better.
throttle.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, you were just talking about how it's like a skateboard move. It's exactly that. You like pop into it, do the pitch and roll so that you get in position. So pop, pitch, roll, drop that throttle, just let your momentum carry you. Hit it, and then as soon as you hit it, bleed onto the throttle as you pitch and roll out of it.
The biggest thing you're gonna have to remember
It's sounding to me like the throttle's not going low enough. What do you think, Zoe?
Yeah, no, you definitely want to kill throttle.
Pop up and just really...
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, so yeah, you went fully zero there. That's okay. Yeah. Pop, and then...
Oh, that was cool though. That's one of those things.
Okay.
Once you master this trick, it's gonna make everything else you do easier.
I agree.
Yeah, because it'll translate to, you know, more of those floaty maneuvers too, like, you know, long split S's and things like that.
Send it. Almost.
That was really good. That was really good. You were perfectly lined up. You actually had the momentum, but while you were sideways, you got onto the throttle to pull out, which is fine. That's a perfectly good way to learn how to do it. When you panic, just push away from the wall, and that's the great thing about just having the bottom facing the wall. You can pull away. Boom.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, yeah, that counts. That's awesome.
That counts. That was it.
Yeah,
we gotta get one clean one. You got this. Come on. Pull out. There we go.
Oh,
that was it, man. That was
awesome.
it.
Yay! Thanks, guys.
That was perfect. Your entry was perfect. Your exit was, you know, a little bit crooked.
Yeah.
But if you just keep practicing it, you'll get really comfortable. All right, so we talked about wall bonks today. We did it with a top mount quad. We did it with a bottom mount quad. We looked at how air mode can make it a little bit more bouncy, but it's still totally doable. I was really impressed with how you're able to take that basic bonk and do it at more of an angle, so you actually like kind of
like sliding the wall.
That was sweet, and you got a really clean one at the end of there.
Yeah, thank you.
So you think you can take this to the next level with 3D?
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, explain what 3D is.
Okay, it's essentially the ability for your motors to reverse thrust, so you have positive and negative thrust.
And you weren't using that before, though?
No.
Okay.
That was all my 2D stuff. Now what I want to do is plant it on the wall and stick it to the wall. As you come up, you reverse throttle, which pushes you into the wall and actually holds you to it. Okay, you ready for this?
I'm so ready for this. Crap. What the? That's so cool! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? That is so freaking nuts!
That's beautiful, guys.
Wow! Thanks guys for checking out this trick series. Check the link in the description for all of our trick tutorial videos. And if you enjoy learning about quad, building, and flying, also check the link in the description for Quad Camp, our educational events where we teach you how to build, tune, fly, everything that you need to know to improve your flying. Thanks again to Zoe and Miss Creature for joining us today.
That was so much fun.
Thank you guys so much.
It was a lot of fun.
Come to the West Coast.
See you again soon.